So we've done this dance before. So I would love for our audience to know, as I have, how did you fall into acting?
I didn't major in acting, which is clear from my acting. I majored in poli-sci and science, and I did improv comedy. And our group was really good, and so we reformed after college. And then we decided to move as a group to Minneapolis for a couple years. We performed, and then the group broke up, and I stayed and kept doing stand-up and performing, and I did a one-woman show, and everything you could do in Minneapolis I did. And then I knew I wanted to move to LA eventually, and then I finally had enough money to go, so that's when I moved. I had to save my shekels, because it's expensive there.
And you had some people in your group that went on and did some interesting stuff.
Yes, one of them won an Oscar, Tom McCarthy for Spotlight. He wrote and directed it. He's written a bunch of movies. One I'm in, The Station Agent, which got his start at Sundance, where it won the grand prize at Sundance, and I was there with him, so that was really fun.
That was the movie that put Mr. Dinklage on the map.
Yes, it was. Pete Dinklage, yeah. Partied with him a lot. Not anymore. That was then. I don't know about that.
He's got great hair. We can all agree on that.
Oh, yeah, he's great. He's a good-looking guy.
So you're out in LA, and when did you want to do a voice for cartoon? When did that evolve?
Well, my on-camera agent was like, you should do voiceovers. She then transferred. She had been a voiceover agent, did on camera, and then she became a voice agent again. And she's like, you should be doing this with that voice. So she told me where to take classes, and I did. And I did my demo with my demo reel with Sue Blue, and Sue Blue's very well known as the voice of Snow White, I think, for a long time, and a very well-known director in Los Angeles for animation. And she cast me in my first two jobs, Men in Black and Jackie Chan, the series. And that was in the same week. I just did some small roles on both those shows. Yeah.
And when did stand up? When did this curious character enter your life?
Oh, wow. It was, 15 years ago. I auditioned, and at that time you would go into your agency to audition in a booth. Now I audition for things, the first round anyway, in my glamorous clothes closet. It's not pretty, people. My life isn't pretty. This is about as good as it gets. Never more glam. Also, I've worn this outfit for 4 weekends in a row. I've washed it, mind you, unlike many of you in costume. But I have doubles of all my clothes, so I have pictures of me like all over the world in the same outfit. So people must think I only wear one outfit. But in reality, I just bought a bunch of this, and a couple more jackets, and then I threw this on a month ago and kept using it because it was freezing cold in Minneapolis and Detroit.
Yes, it was.
And New York, which is where I was this month, before here.
So you hit the ground running at that.
Yep.
When did you realize that it was becoming a thing?
The first time was at Halloween when kids came and knocked on my door, and they were dressed in the costumes. And then one of my friends may have had a margarita or two, said, "Hey, she does Naruto." And I'm like, really? I live in this neighborhood, really? And that kid came back with 40 more kids. And then I was like, oh, I guess this is a thing. And the second time, and I know a lot of you watch the YouTube clips. But
do the voice.
Yeah, do the voice. Oh, also one kid, the kid that brought back the 40 kids was like, he's like, do you have any stuff for me? I was like, no, like what? And they hadn't given me any stuff from, Viz, the company that produces it over here. And he's like, you must have stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't have any stuff. But I think when I first got the job, I went to Target, and they had Naruto cards, and I bought 2 packs of them. So I was like, all right, here, you want this? And I still don't have a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of pops or anything. I have 1 Naruto pop, 2 mini ones. And then if they give me anything, I usually give it to charity. Yeah. Yeah, well, how much stuff can I have, really? I mean, that's a huge ego. It's like, look at me, my house. Kind of crazy. Although I do have a giant picture of me from Lab Rats in my house, like giant picture of me that they gave me, and I was like, I guess I'll put it up. And a robot head of my head, based on my real head. So it's right in front of, beside the TV. So when I'm watching TV, this side I have my own head looking back at me, and then my own huge face on a painting looking back at me.
You're also part of the Star Wars family.
Ish.
Peripherally, yeah,
Ish.
peripherally.
People always come up, they're like, "Who were you in Star Wars?" And I'm like, I did all the promos when Disney and Star Wars, when Disney bought the Star Wars franchise, I guess, or whatever. And so they asked me to do the promo for all the Disney XD shows, and I did them with all the kids from the shows. And then it's kind of a theme, and then they had stormtroopers there, and so I fought all. But I liked it so much that it was so cool that I put it on my collage picture that you can see in my booth, and it's very cool. But real Star Wars people are like, "You weren't in it." I was like, "Well, I know. I just thought it was cool." Principal Perry, stormtroopers.
You are in the family. You may not be the
Am
cast,
I?
but you're in the family.
Okay, I'm in the family.
You're in the family. No question about that. So, and was it 700 and something episodes?
Mm-hmm.
What's the exact number? Do you know? Mm-mm. No, okay. It was over 700 though.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe 730, right? Something around there. I don't know why I don't find out. Because would somebody just Google it if you have reception? Because honestly, I've been doing this convention circuit for a while, and this year a lot. People always ask me, I should really know that answer. 20?
720.
Okay. All right. I believe you.
He's our birthday.
Oh, you did?
He's our birthday boy, by the way.
Hey, happy birthday. I remember seeing you, but can't remember your name. Adam. Okay. Happy birthday, Adam. Believe it. I hope it's no one else's birthday because I don't want to keep saying it.
So, 720 episodes.
Yeah, 43 video games, 6 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of screaming. Sorry, parents. How do you know I don't believe it, bro?
What's been your favorite memory from the association?
Did we just cover the fact that I did 20 episodes? The one episode that really stood out.
No, just in terms of fandom or just
the stuff with Jiraiya and the fight with Pain. The first fight with Sasuke was remarkable, I thought. I love the movie The Last. The big war. There's so much. Come on. Just a lot of it, I think. Yeah. Even some fillers. I know. Sorry. But I like the filler where he's on the boat and talking to himself, and that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I had 412 lines in that episode or something. Maybe 420. You should look it up. Adam will let me know all the things I forgot because I'm old, and it's been 15 years. Yeah, well, my mind is at 90.
Says the guy that just turned 27.
It's a kid.
Well, when you double that, like me, then
Yeah. What he said.
Indeed. I'll tell you what. I'll go on out and take some questions for our audience. Like I said, I'll come on by just one question at a time. I may come back to you, and feel free to ask a question. Please don't make a request. What's a request? Oh, sing happy birthday and character voice and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. We'll save that for later.
Right.
After the VIP party. No, I'm kidding. Hey, happy birthday! Believe it.
All right. Look at our hands. All right, young lady. Hi, what's your name?
JC.
What do you have for us?
Out of all the 720 episodes, which one's is your favorite to do?
Did we not just say that? Like I said, I don't have favorites. I have favorite arcs for the most part. One funny one is Kakashi's mask. There, I'll throw that one out there. The stuff with Lady Chio was very moving to me. I don't know. It impacted me a lot. I don't know. When I was electrocuted in one of the movies, that was pretty awesome. I never want to go through it again, but it was awesome. And all the other stuff. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Hey, what's your name?
Nora. What do you have for us, Nora? If you had to voice any other character besides Naruto, who would it be?
Naruto. Because Naruto pays the bills, and Choji doesn't.
All right.
I wonder if we could shut that door. Do you think someone could shut the door? Thank you. It's kind of, I feel like I'm split focus here a little
Now, I know who you are, but go ahead and tell her. What's your name?
Gavin.
bit. Hey,
I was just wondering, what do you think of the vast array of Naruto memes on social media?
oh God. I don't look at, why the hell would I look at those? They're awful. They're horrible. Sometimes they have my real face on there. That is terrifying. Don't ever Google yourself. That's my motto. I think some of them are hilarious. The OK Boomer kid that did that to me, that went viral, you know? And all I want to say is, if 1.1 million people have viewed it, follow me on Twitter! Yeah. Instagram I'm not on as much, but sure. Some kid took my name on Instagram and YouTube. So on Instagram, it's the real Maile Flanagan. There you have it.
You should be able to get it back.
Oh, no. I have an ongoing battle.
Oh, is it?
This is every week. Oh. Yeah, it's all right. I don't care.
Yeah, it's
I got stuff to do, like watch crime shows.
All right.
Very
So
busy.
actually, yeah, I'll go to Adam because he closed the doors for us. All right. Then
thank you.
We'll come over here, and then Okay, what do you got for us, birthday boy?
Throughout all the characters that you worked with throughout the series, like which interaction between which character has been your most favorite?
Well, the original, you know, Sakura and Sasuke. But, you know, also Jiraiya and Kakashi. Yeah. Kind of the old squad. Good times. Before all the death and horror.
Who is it over here? All right, we'll go here. No, we'll go here. What's your name?
Autumn. How do you feel about Sasuke?
Delicious. He's hot. Arrgh. That's it. That's the answer. Somebody texted me the other day. They saw a pickup truck somewhere, and it said on the back, Sasuke, Sasuke, you're my guy. And, of course, they texted it to me. I'm like, dude, really? Like, I need more of these. I think it was, I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Yuri who plays Sasuke. Look, this is on the truck, and you're not.
Hey, what's your name?
Anthony. What do you have for us? Was there any characters you didn't like or arcs you didn't like doing?
Character. Well, I didn't like having diarrhea for a whole episode. Not so much fun, frankly. Characters I didn't. I mean, obviously, evil characters are evil characters, right? So you don't like them as a character. But I will say the performances of those evil characters are amazing, like literally amazing. Orochimaru, all those characters. They're just so great. The casting is so great. Mary Elizabeth, who directed many of our episodes, many, for many years, she did great casting, and we have really great actors on the show, some of whom I've never met, because we record by ourselves. So I haven't actually met them, and I'll meet them at cons sometimes. I was sitting next to someone a couple weeks ago, and she said, I'm on your show. I was like, oh, who do you play? And she's like, I don't remember. I was like, well, me either. Nice to meet you.
All right, who's got another one? All right, up front here. What's your name?
Kyler. What do you have? Did you enjoy doing all your Disney XD shows, and which one was your favorite?
Well, I only did one Disney XD show, Lab Rats, so that's my favorite, but my favorite episodes are when I was locked in the elevator with Dooley, Leo. Anything with live animals is both a blessing and a curse. I don't know if you've had your feet wet on by a live sheep on stage, but I have. Or had a llama spit at you.
Ew, really?
Or a pig take a dump right next to where you're acting. Good times. No, I love what they did on that show. They had me do crazy physical stuff, and it's not often that you get to do that, especially at my age. You know, it's nuts. I mean, I had some stunt doubles and stuff, but yeah, I just love that show. I love that show. And it's sustainable. Like, you can watch it now, and it's hilarious. Like Golden Girls or something. Still funny. Or Friends or Seinfeld or whatever you like. We lost Patty.
No.
He ran out of the room shrieking.
More candy. Here you go. Put that in
well,
your mouth. Okay.
Thanks, finally. Hawaiian sour punch?
Okay.
No thanks. Who
Go
wants
with you,
candy?
and then we'll get to you, and then we'll get you a second. Okay. What's your name?
Thomas. First of all, the OK Boomer thing's in the program. I'd like to bring that up.
What?
Yeah, the OK Boomer thing's in the program.
The program?
Yeah, for this Q&A. The very first thing is OK Boomer. Come
No.
on. I swear.
Oh, the only thing I've seen of the program is my little Naruto face.
Well,
And the front of
I
it.
promise it's in there, but my question is,
Wow, that kid should be making royalties off that.
which is harder, doing a lot of lines for an episode or, say, doing a video, like Naruto as a video game character with all the oofs and offs?
I know the answer to this, but
I know. Okay. I'll tell you what it's like. You have a whole page of lines. It's just you in a booth alone with no video monitor because there's nothing to match flaps with. So you just go, take this, take that, take this, take that, over here, over there. On and on, and on and on. That's why I drink. But the show's over, so it didn't become a problem. No. Video games are very vocally taxing. I usually only do 3 hours, but about 2 hours and 45 minutes in, I can't. It's just like, come on, let's end it. And we try and break up the loud screaming so it's not all at once. So we'll do a little bit day by day. It's a slower process, although a fast process, a slower process than video games is because we're trying to match flaps with what we're saying. So, but video games are incredibly tough. The last one I did, it was a huge one. I don't think it's out. Had 12,000 lines. But a lot of these lines are like this. And why does every anime character do this when they get up? And this. And then they say their names like 5 times in a row. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. It's like, yeah, bro, we got it. You say it 5 times an episode. Anyway, Patty, I leave it to you.
Video game hard.
Video game hard.
What's your name?
Delaney. This might be a hard question for you to answer.
Oh, well, I don't know.
But Naruto has a lot of inspirational and life-changing quotes throughout the series, so I was wondering what your favorite one was.
That's my ninja way. Because I've said it 20,000 times. It better be my ninja way. Because if it's not, I've failed big time. And I became Hokage one day. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
That wasn't hard at all. Hello again. What's your second?
Okay.
Okay.
Out of all the characters, if you had to choose who you were going to marry, who would it be?
I think we all know the answer. He's delicious. There's someone. Nice outfit. Hey, thanks for wearing all the costumes, you guys. I really appreciate it.
Cool. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Whitney.
Whitley or Whitney?
Whitney.
Whitney!
Yeah.
All right.
And my question is, with all of the voice acting that you do, and Naruto does a lot of screaming and action,
Yes.
how do you keep up your vocal health?
Tequila. I don't know. I drink a lot of water. When I go to a baseball game, I love to go to sports games, but when I go there, I'm like this. Yay. Yay. I'm the one who won't yell. Like if I went to a concert, I wouldn't be like, rock on! Like, because that would trash my voice. But I don't have any special secrets. Like, opera singers are nuts. The stuff they do for their voices is crazy. But no, basically drink a lot of water, hot water, tea. That's about it.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Where are you? It's a ghost. What? Oh.
Hey! I'll do a quarter right here. All right. So this young man dressed as a Disney character I should have known.
What is it?
I dressed up as Anger from Inside Out. But I was just wondering, like, when Jiraiya died, how did you, like, feel emotionally?
Spoilers! Dude. It was very tough. Very emotional. But hopefully some people that aren't caught up haven't heard that. It was very hard, very hard. But I thought it was great. Very good. You did? Okay, good. Because you're like the littlest guy in the room, so it's you who I'm worried about when I swear and say inappropriate things. Oh. Oh, you only got a puck? Oh, you got hit? Oh, that explains a lot. Hit in the head with a puck. That sounds awful. I broke my nose at a baseball game. I looked up at the ball, hit me in the face. Yeah. Ruined my modeling career, as you can tell.
He's going to be our photographer at the end of this.
What?
He's going to be our photographer at the end of this.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
Yeah, we'll bring him out. Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah.
I'm Olivia, and
Hola, Olivia. ¿Cómo está?
Muy bien.
Oh, gracias.
I was wondering, I'm going back to the vocal stuff.
¿Cómo? No comprende porque solamente hablar español.
I'm not that good.
Oh, okay, me either. Whew, thank God she isn't. Once in a while, I'll pick someone, they're like, I'm Puerto Rican, I speak it. I'm like, ah!
I'm
Didn't
barely
know.
passing French. But on the vocal thing, which episode would you say was the most taxing on your voice throughout the series?
Well, the big fight with Sasuke. That was grueling, and I have to revisit it all the time in the video game. So not only do you do it once, you do it like a lot, and then there are flashbacks to it, but they'll slightly change the timing. So it's like, Sasuke! You know, I didn't yell full out here because I haven't warmed up my voice. Yeah, that was one of the most, yeah. One where I was like 500 clones. That was hard. I had to do like scream. So they do it on different tracks. So whatever I screamed, I did 40 times. And then they multiplied it. That was pretty tough too.
I realized talking in Espanol freezes the machine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Is there someone translating, or is it?
It's a talk to text.
Oh, ooh, that's hard in this show. How do you text like, Madara, wood style, jutsu? Is it
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I apologize.
Pulsate. No, it's working now. If we're
Okay.
talking, yeah, we're good. I don't think anybody needs it, so nobody
Yeah.
gets so.
Never know.
Anyway, what do you have for us?
When it came the first time to voice Naruto, did you meet the original voice actress Junko Takeuchi?
No, I've never met her or any of the Japanese voices. Mm-mm. We did greetings to one another one year, like through TV Tokyo or something, and we sent them, I did a greeting, and she did a greeting back. That's it. I would love to meet her.
Hey, young man, what's your name?
Chris. I was wondering, have you ever had like a line that you saw on paper that they brought into you that you just saw and you're like, wait, I have to do what now?
Yeah, like half of them? No. I don't know. There's some really stupid jutsus that I don't remember. Like wood style jutsu. What? Like just burn it down. Get around that easy. Yeah. God, now I can't remember. There's some horrifying ones that I couldn't get through, and then they're like, "Pull it together, Flanagan. We're paying you." Yeah, I did. I always say this, but they had me do Naruto as a baby once, and I tried it, and it really sounded like I was stabbing a baby as opposed to being a baby. It was a baby being stabbed, like. And they were like, "Please stop it! Stop making the noise! Get out of the room." So that was funny and sexy stuff. Sexy jutsu, sexy. I'm like, nah, I'm not now. I'm not even trying it. Yeah. Hi, Naruto. Whatever it is. That's about it. Listen to my voice. No one wants to hear that.
Cool. Is this the Straczynski Future Spider-Man?
The left hand one?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, nice. Good job at that. Stand up. Show us what you got. This is a good one. Hey.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a good one. It's a deep cut. What's your name again, boss?
Dwayne.
His name is Naruto.
Which fight between Sasuke did you like more? The one like towards the end of the original series or towards the end of Shippuden?
I like them both, but that first one at the end of the first part is definitely one of my favorites because I think the intensity was there and it sort of set up the whole rest of the arc for the whole show, right? Where it was like Sasuke was changing and they just wanted to, basically in the end, they wanted to be friends again. So that has a special place in my heart. Yeah.
Cool. What's your name?
Me. Brentley. All right, I was going to ask through all of your time doing voices and acting, what was your all-time favorite and least favorite?
In my career? Well, Naruto is one. Principal Perry on Lab Rats was a gift. It was amazing. I was only supposed to do one episode. I ended up doing like 70. And they wrote it for me, so it was that to any actor is like, amazing. Like, it's incredible. I did a show called Jakers, The Adventures of Piggly Winks. Some of you might be old enough to have seen it when you were little. You saw it, yeah. And it was beautiful, that show, and it was great. And Mel Brooks was in it, who's a comedy hero of mine. So, I mean, to be able to say you're in a show with Mel Brooks, you know, as a comedic actor, just changes your life, you know. And I won the Emmy for that. So, of course, that's one of my favorites because I got a statue in my house, and it's broken. But anyway, that's another. I didn't break it. I don't know who did.
Where do you keep your Emmy?
Well, on my right, beside my television, is my robot face head, and then a giant painting of me in like an emperor suit. And on my left is my broken Emmy. And then on top of the TV are my Lego figures that the Lab Rats people had me make, and my Naruto Lego figures on top of Fenway Park. It's too much information, I know. And then when the Emmys come on, I take my Emmy, this is true, and I put it on top of my TV, and every time someone wins, I go, I got one of those. But
What's
I
your
do
name?
put it on top of my TV.
I'm Gabe. What do you have for us? So in Naruto, they try to convey the idea of the cycle of hatred, and near the end of the show, they come with Naruto and Sasuke come up with two different ideas on how to end it.
Yeah.
How do you think that? What do you think about? How do you think that changed your view of reality and the cycle?
I'm not. I couldn't hear a lot of that. I'm sorry, but how do I think the ending changed the?
Okay, like, so.
Oh, there. That's better. Talk right into the mic. Yeah.
So, so the show tried to convey the idea of the cycle of hatred, and at the end, Naruto and Sasuke come to two different solutions on how to end it. Do you think that changed your view of how the cycle works in reality?
No. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Oh, right next to him.
I have a less philosophical one.
Okay. Thank God, I'm sweating more than I was sweating, which I was sweating a lot. So.
Yeah, I got two. Favorite villain and then favorite Hokage 1 through 6.
Orochimaru. It's a good one. Favorite Hokage. I don't know. Me. Answered. I can't choose between them. That's too hard.
What's your name?
Josh. Are they going to finish dubbing the rest of Shippuden?
Shippuden, we're done. We're done. When? Like 2 months ago. They released a box set. I mean, it may not be on the air or wherever you watch it, but yeah, we did it all. Actually, it might be 3 or 4 months now. Yeah, it ended a while ago. We're still working on Boruto, though. So they're still producing that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No. Okay, I'm going to trust you with my microphone, okay? Don't do anything, otherwise I'll lose my damage deposit.
Were you ever, like, spoiled on a certain episode or something, like, for the big Sasuke-Naruto fight? Did you hear about it?
Yeah.
Before? Okay.
Well, when you do these big video games, you find out stuff. I don't read the manga. I don't have time for it. Because at the time I was doing Lab Rats and Naruto and guest starring on Shameless sometimes, and auditioning, so it just was like, I don't have time for this. But yeah, when some of the video games revealed some plot points, and I wish I didn't know them. You know, I wish I just went along with the timeline. But it's inevitable that you know that stuff, so yeah.
Somebody else? Yeah.
Callie. Hi.
My niece's name.
Yeah,
Also my password on everything. No, I'm just kidding. It's not.
We talked earlier. I got you to sign a picture earlier, and you told me that.
I know it. Believe it.
What is your favorite? If you've gotten, like, over the years, I'm sure you've gotten a lot of fan art and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite piece or one that you really think is pretty cool? Or?
I have two. One is I was at a convention in New Zealand, which is an amazing place, and this giant of a man, I was at a table here, and there was no security around, and there was a guy way in the back, like way back there. And he's a giant, like Jason Momoa, and the big curly hair, kind of stern-looking, and he locked eyes with me, and it was like this, you know? Like, he didn't do that, but it was like, he's coming, he's gonna eat me. And he came up, and he said, there's this thatched palm, like, packet. And he said, I made this for you, and I opened it up, and it was a poem that he had written, and he was a local artist, and he carved a local New Zealand piece of jewelry with the local New Zealand symbol on it, and he said, welcome to my country. I love that, and I still wear it. And the other one was a girl who was going through a really hard time. I honestly can't remember what city she was in, because it was several years ago, painted me this cool oil painting, and it's small. It's not that big. And she gave it to me, and on the back she wrote this letter, like on the canvas on the back, and it was just so touching. She had gone through a very hard time, which I hear this all the time with this character. It's kind of wild because I think it reaches out to like regular, just an ordinary fan, but also people that have gone through hard times. And I think it's helped them get through a lot of things, and I really appreciate that. And so I love this piece, so I have that hanging in my office. And all the fan art I get is great. I can't always keep it all, but I usually take a picture of it, so I have it. And a lot of times I tweet it out, and then some of the pieces I've given to a charity or something like that. But I always keep a picture of the fan art, and I get a lot of it, and I love it. I do love it. Yeah.
Cool. What do you got for us now?
Speaking of Boruto, how do you feel about him as a character?
He's no Naruto. No, I don't know. I don't think I know him that well yet. I haven't watched it. I only watch it when you guys watch it. They don't give me a copy of anything. Like, I think I have a copy of the movie The Last. That's the only thing I have, the only disc or anything. And so I just see it when you guys see it. And now it's not on the air right now, so I'm not really that caught up. And when I do it, I only do my parts. And I sometimes only see just a tiny bit of my scene. So I don't think, I think he's, from what I hear, he's gotten better, to not be as, to just gain strength. And he's a little kid, right? Yacked out, stuff like that. But it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future. I think they announced, I found out on Twitter, a time travel arc where Naruto and Boruto live in the same time period. And I haven't done that yet, but I really, really look forward to it. I don't know if Amanda, who plays Boruto, has done it or not. I should ask her that. I mean, she's right next to me at my booth. Hey, Amanda, done this? Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Okay, you ready? What's your name?
Template.
Hi.
Template.
This is Temperance.
Hi.
What's your question?
Naruto have an animal.
Oh, if Naruto had a pet, what would it be?
Oh, good question. A dog. I'm more of a dog person than a cat person. I think him having a lizard would be a little weird, or like a pet toad because of the obvious. Yeah, definitely a dog.
Cool. All right, we got time for one more. I'll be this young man.
I just wanted to ask, do you prefer voice acting or live action more? Because you play a really good part in Shameless. I've watched all of it, but I've
Shameless? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, love
Thanks.
that show.
Well, I'll tell you the thing about Shameless is you're not allowed to have scripts on set or lines. So you have to show up ready to go. And that show works like a machine. So there's no screwing around or fumbling or stumbling. And the first episode I did of Shameless, I had to be there at 4:45 in the morning. And I went and did it from 4:45 to 1:30. And then from 1:30 to 2:30, I drove from the Valley, like by Warner Brothers, into Hollywood and got put in the makeup chair for Lab Rats, and I did that from 2:30 till 10:30 or 11. So when you do Naruto or any voiceover, especially original animation, you don't have to wear makeup. You don't have to get up usually super early. It's pretty much like 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 9 to 7 in those hours. And there's a limit. You only do on our contracts for the union, it's only 4 hours limit. And Naruto, I usually do a 2-hour session. So because there was so much screaming. I love them both. I love sitcoms, which Lab Rats was. I've done a lot of sitcoms like Mike and Molly and Modern Family and Last Man Standing and I don't know, Mindy Project. So those are fun, but it's definitely vocally it's hard, and a lot of on-camera actors aren't that great at voiceovers, but a lot of on-camera actors, man, I had to drive an hour to somewhere kind of near Malibu, and Mindy Kaling was 7 months pregnant, and we had a heat wave, and it was 118 degrees, and we were filming hiking scenes. And it was unbelievable. The extras were just dropping like flies. So and especially thinking of people in suits. I did a movie that's coming out soon called My Babysitter, the Superhero. And I was the babysitter and the superhero. Now, obviously, I had stunt people that did a lot of the flips and stuff, but wearing those suits and any of that spandex stuff, I did a movie where I was a beaver, because again, I want to remind you how glamorous my life is. Full beaver costume, like the head, and it was zipped up, and they seal you in, and that's when you really want to just scream in agony. But you have to be a beaver. And it was, very many layers, and again, it was summer, and we were in between Columbus and Cincinnati, I guess. I always get it wrong. Columbus. I got on the wrong plane, by the way, one time. Columbus and Cincinnati, and we're out in the woods, and again, it was like 109 degrees. So I respect both, and I love to do both, but doing a sitcom is the best thing ever, besides voiceover. So on camera, a sitcom is golden. You're in a studio set, it's fantastic, cold, you have a dressing room, woohoo, good food, When you're a beaver in the middle of Ohio in the middle of the night, not so much with the good food. Anyway.
Hi, I'm Patty. I wanted to know what social media outlets I could follow you on, and if you had any upcoming projects that you could share with us.
Yes. Twitter, please follow me. I'm begging you. Maile Flanagan on Twitter. On Instagram, it's The Real Maile Flanagan, because someone took my name on Twitter, or Instagram. YouTube, that's not me. On YouTube, someone took that. If I'm on Snapchat, it's not me. If I'm on TikTok or whatever it is, also not me. And don't contact me on Facebook, thank you. That's for friends and family.